Tonight, a potential Middle East military strike could happen as soon as Saturday. U.S. officials say the American military is fully prepared to launch targeted strikes against Iran, but President Donald Trump has not yet made a final call. This is not a drill. This is not a speculation without substance. This is a developing national security situation unfolding in real time. Good evening, good morning. Depending on where you're watching from, I'm your host, and this is AnchorBridgeTV. Here's what we know right now. Multiple U.S. defense officials confirmed that operational plans are in place. Military assets have been positioned, strikes options have been presented, and commanders are ready to execute if ordered. According to sources familiar with the discussion, the Pentagon has briefed President Trump on several potential strike scenarios. Those options reportedly range from limited precision strikes on strategic Iranian facility to broader coordinated military actions. But as of this moment, no final authorization has been given. The window being discussed as soon as this weekend. Now let's talk about what led to us here. Tension between Washington and Tehran has escalated sharply in recent days. Intelligence assessments reportedly indicate increasing regional activities tied to Iran's military posture. U.S. officials describe the situation as serious and time-sensitive. At the same time, American focus in the region have been positioned. Naval strike groups, advanced fighter aircrafts, and missile defense systems moved into strategic locations. This level of readiness signals only one thing clearly: the military is prepared. The key question now is whether the president will move forward. But inside the White House, discussions are ongoing. Senior advisors are reportedly divided. Some argue that decisive military action could deter further escalation and reinforce American deterrence. Others warn that even limited strikes could trigger a wider regional conflict. Iran, for its part, has warned that any direct attack will be met with consequences. The warning raises concern about potential retaliation, including threat to U.S. forces stationed in the Middle East, American allies in the region, and global shipping routes, such as the Strait of Hormuz, a critical artery for the world's oil supply. If conflict breaks out, the ripple effect could be immediately, and oil prices could spike. Financial markets could react sharply. Regional allies could be pulled into a crisis, and diplomatic channel could collapse under the weight of military confrontation. But it is important to stress, as of now, no strike has occurred. Diplomatic back channels are still active. Officials say conversations are continuing behind the scenes, even as military readiness intensifies. There is a moment of strategic pause, but also strategic tension. Military analysts note that when assets are positioned this visibly, it serves both as preparation and as pressure. It sends a message not only to Iran but to the international community. The message: the United States is prepared to act. Meanwhile, lawmakers in Washington are closely monitoring developments. Some members of Congress are calling for transparency and consultation before any military engagement. Other support granted the president full flexibility in responding to what they describe as escalation threat. On the global stage, key allies are arguing restraints. European leaders have called for de-escalation and renewed negotiation. Regional partners are quietly preparing contingency plans. The international community is watching closely. So what happens next? All eyes are on the White House. With the Chinese military action could unfold rapidly, but then precision strike, designed to be swift, targeted, and strategically limited. But history shows that once military engagement begins, escalation can become unpredictable. For now, the military and situation remains fluid. The U.S. military stands ready. Iran remains defiant. Diplomatic efforts continue, but the clock is ticking. We will continue to monitor this developing story and bring you verified updates as soon as they become available. If you're watching right now, stay informed. This is fast-moving situation with global implication. I'm your host, and this is AnchorBridgeTV. Stay with us, subscribe for more updates.